Hello, you beautiful souls. It's really nice to be here with you. I feel such a close connection with so many of you. You guys, we're all such a reflection for one another. And it feels like to be of the most service to this community. It's important that I just share what's real. And this is a Band-Aid. I sliced my hand. I was boxing into this bag yesterday. I got bloody, real bloody. I almost passed out. I thought I was kind of over the whole passing out when I see blood and stuff. But I'm on retreat, so it brings up deep stuff. And I think the divine was scraping out more of that fear or something I have about blood and stuff. I don't know. But I didn't pass out. Almost, very close, it felt like. Anyways. Got it all band-aided up. I didn't start this video to tell you that, but yeah, being of service, that's what I want to talk about, and just sharing what's real in my system and how I move through it. And right now I have this feeling of utter defeat, but there's a sweetness in it when I just allow the feeling of utter defeat. There's a relief there, defeated. At last defeated. At last the divine won. At last all my struggling and striving and trying to control, at last it's been gobbled up by the divine. And I'm sure there's more of it to be gobbled up, of course. But all that efforting and the striving and the super ego trying to take credit for the awakening process and the figuring it out, it's just dying away. And it's just what a relief that that whole structure is being met with something that it can't conquer. The divine is inconquerable. Our spiritual ego can't do this, can't do the awakening process. It's just the divine. We're not the boss. And so time and time again, you'll notice the divine's going to bring you to your knees. It's going to give you exactly what you need to force you to surrender. And so you might question your life as maybe it doesn't look anything like you wanted it to, thought it would. But just know everything's happening only to bring you into union with the divine. It's the only reason anything happens in any of your lives. And so, knowing that, can we let go of fighting with circumstances, fighting with things that are happening in our life that maybe we don't want to be happening, fighting with why am I so attracted to this person and I keep talking to them even though I have so much resistance about it, but there's so much energy there and it's just keeps pulling me back to that person. Fighting why you're addicted and you can't break your addiction no matter how much will you assert. Can you just let go of all of that struggle and argument with what is? And just notice that there's a divine presence moving through your body at all times. And things are just happening through you. A lot of times when we think we're the one, we're the doer, it builds up this pressure. It builds up this whole dynamic in the psyche of I'm doing it right because I feel good, and when I feel bad, I'm doing it wrong. And then we can be really hard on ourselves when we feel bad or when sadness arises or shame arises. And one of the reasons shame does arise is because we hold on to that dualistic framework of when I feel good, I'm doing it right, and when I feel bad, I'm doing it bad. So when bad feelings come up, we can even have shame for having bad feelings. When things don't work out the way we want them to, like if we're not as successful as we want to be, if we didn't get the girl or the guy, they didn't choose us or something like that, we can start to think that we're doing something bad or we're not doing this right. But if you take a step back, you can just see how all of that's happening for you to surrender the whole perspective of duality. It's all happening to unravel the part of you that thinks it's doing this, that thinks it's in control. It's all happening so that you'll be defeated as quickly as possible. It's like right now things are going so fast that so many of us are just being defeated so intensely and so rapidly over and over and over again. I think like 20 years ago, like the super ego could kind of get little victories here and there, you know, and we could kind of claim that we're doing this, that we did it right. And we could kind of see like, see, it works. So I did it right. I'm in control. But I think right now, with the rate of transformation and evolution on Gaia, I think Earth, I think the divine realms are just bringing us to our knees so swiftly that we really don't have any other choice but to just acknowledge defeat and just lay our lives down at the divine's feet and say, you're the boss. I humbly surrender to you. It's like whatever you need. It's like, I tried my best. I tried so hard, you know? And I can feel that for the collective, like especially those watching this channel. It's like, we've tried so hard. And all that trying, it's kind of good that we tried hard. It hastened the defeat, you know? The harder we try, the quicker we kind of get there, in some senses. So yeah, just feel how when you finally just let yourself be all the way defeated, and you just let go of any ownership over anything that's happening or any feeling that's coming and going, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant. Just notice the radical freedom in that. Just notice how you're not wrong when there's sadness and grief and anger arising, and you're not doing it right when pleasant feelings like bliss and grace is flowing into you. It's like we're not even here to do it right or wrong, as if we could do it wrong or right. We're just here to experience and learn and just enjoy the ride the best we can. That's what this is. It's just a ride. Once the divine really starts coming into your body more fully, you start to have that felt sense, like direct experience of, oh, I'm just on a ride. The divine's gonna get her way with me, no matter what my egoic mind says. It gets to a point where it's like almost like a force field. If the divine doesn't want you to go to a certain place or this and that, it's like you can't. If something's not meant to work out for you, it doesn't matter how much willpower you have, how much strength you have, how much talent you have, how much whatever you have, knowledge of it, skill. If the divine doesn't want something for you right now, you're not gonna get it. So really the easiest path is just accepting defeat and just laying it all down and just humbly acknowledging that, like, I can't do this. I can't do this path. I can't do awakening. I can't heal myself. And when we do that, this isn't a I can't from a place of victimhood. This is an I can't do that from a place of strength, from a place of radical strength and power. Because when we humbly tell the divine that, the divine says, oh good, thank you. I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to come into your body and walk the path for you. And so all the heaviness of the egoic programming, the superego, the inner judge, the inner critic, all of that just begins to be digested and dissolved by the divine. And then you feel this divine grace. It just will do this for you. As if the superego and the spiritual ego and the egoic programming could do any of this, as if any of that could heal you. No, it's always been the divine doing it the whole time. And sometimes the superego and spiritual ego, like I said, they will take credit for things. But the divine's unraveling that whole illusion right before our eyes. It's like, nope, superego, the spiritual ego, they haven't been doing this all along. They never were. Just loving those parts of you, tenderness for them. They're not bad, they're not wrong. It's like, bless their heart. It's like they tried the best they could. And so yeah, just embodying defeat today feels so free and true. It's like the truest shape one can take at times. It's just, utter defeat. And feeling how God is so fully present in utter defeat, in grief, in numbness, and stuckness, and deadness, and shame. The divine is so fully present in every moment, no matter what it feels like or tastes like or how the ego is perceiving it and judging it. And that's true freedom, is knowing the divine in every state, in every sensation. And to let go of judging yourself. If you want to be mad at life, be mad at life. If that's authentic, that's beautiful. Feel your feelings. Scream at her. She can handle it. Just be you. And let go of worrying if you're doing this good or not, or you messed up here, you shouldn't have done that. No, you're not wrong. You're not bad. It's not even you doing it. That's all an illusion too. You're not doing anything. All right, I feel like I could just keep going like this for a long time, but I'm gonna end it there. I think you guys get the essence. Let yourself be defeated today. Feel how good it feels to be so fucking defeated. Feel how free it is. Good God, it's free. It's lighter. Let the tears flow. So much love. If you want to support this work, you can join the Patreon page. You can leave a donation. Those are so immeasurably appreciated. Other than that, you can also book a one-on-one session. But I hope you guys all have a wondrous day in defeat, in utter defeat. Much love.